Sorry, it's been sort of a few days ever since I've been looking onto YouTube, and sometimes I've been looking onto Google and any other images. So yeah, this is a nice picture of Jin Kazama right here, that he kind of expressed the same way as every other users, every other YouTubers, especially me. Every time when I look at other people's videos, sometimes when I try to go back to my own videos, my old ones, and what bothers me so much is sometimes the zero comments. Now I know not many other YouTubers would be like, man, who cares, it's not so bad. So this is just for the upcoming project of this one, how to be a better YouTuber for beginners. And this will definitely be the thumbnail for what it's going to be about, just to show the examples, even for the kind of mistakes that most people, even including myself, that I have made some mistakes that time when I was trying to fit in with everybody. I mean, I remember that famous quote by Matt Damon. He used to say, it's better to be a fake somebody than a real nobody. Because, man, ever since I've been sort of hanging around, I mean, going back to my history, looking on the notifications, well, it was kind of funny at first. Because ever since I always went to the Servant of Evil and always put a like right there on it. The funny thing originally was I was going to sort of copy this to my notepad or to Word and then take it off, but I see somebody already put a like on it, so I'm just going to leave it there as it is, if you're kind of interested. Because so much, it's not so fun being a regular YouTuber, especially if you're a lone type of YouTuber. I mean, it's kind of hard making videos all by yourself without help, and sometimes without friends, and sometimes loved ones. And sometimes it's a lot of time constraining, and sometimes when you have other interruptions, sometimes if you got jobs, like sometimes if you got like school, like sometimes homeworks, even doing chores. I mean, it's not so bad, but that's the exact thing, like between being a YouTuber and sometimes about the expectation of reality. I mean, that's what I learned from that video by Lavador Town. I definitely agree, sometimes you do have to put up with the critics sometimes, especially with the amount of dislikes too. I mean, let's face it, I mean, everybody is, I hate to say it, we're all like assholes and bitches. I know that's not very nice, but it's kind of true in a way. I mean, that's true that I'm not really wanting to be a celebrity, but I mean, I just really want just at least some people. I mean, it doesn't matter. And sometimes I really want to appreciate other people's, like sometimes I've been scrolling around through every comments. Sometimes mostly the positive ones and sometimes the negative ones. And sometimes I've been posting my comments of videos. Oops. Well, I remember for starting how, because I did start to somehow record it sometimes, and looking through the examples, like in this video for example, and you're a celebrity to us, all of us. This is another perfect example, exactly what Yahi Junko used to say, but that's not and here's another, and you see, that's always a problem, because when you try overly spam your comment videos sometimes, so it's like you're trying to make yourself appear there for everybody else. I mean, everybody's got their own reasons. I mean, not just you. That's what I want to add as the most important rule about it in my tutorial video is, even although the name of it is YouTube, like as you broadcast, like, you know, broadcast yourself, but it doesn't necessarily mean that everything has to be about you. It doesn't even have doesn't have to be everything about me either, or so that's why this is the reason why I've been getting no comments on my older videos. I mean, it's just like trying to make friends in real life sometimes. I mean, sometimes when you try to sit in, you got other people talking and they got their own peers. And sometimes they just take one good look at you and think, meh, not good, or, they don't just expect much out of you. Because they don't even know you that well. But at least a good thing is you probably don't know about them either. I mean, it happens too sometimes, and I've been using some of these other characters right here to represent every other YouTubers that went by their favorite characters on the game they love. Like, for example, you got Chrono, you got Luca, and then Maro. I mean, this is supposed to represent every other YouTuber uses, especially the characters of Mode 3. So this is sort of, but I'll be using, for example, this Jin Kazama right here to represent, every other YouTubers. That's sort of like the least, or to say he's just like a regular, just like it, but he can also be me too. But that's not really important. But what's more important is sometimes for every videos you post, you sometimes expect other people's. I mean, you tend to watch it, and sometimes you just wait for other people just to see, and sometimes they don't tend to. And I mean, they just bother just to ignore you sometimes, and that's just how much painful it really is. I mean, when you sometimes end up being completely neglected, I mean, it just feels like shit sometimes. I mean, it's just like what it says, that being invisible is kind of scary, but if people know too much about you, that's what even makes it even more scarier, because sometimes, I don't know whether they just be jealous, or sometimes they... I mean, there was some example, like for example, when I posted one of my comics to like this Tekken, one goes by the name John Kazama, and I don't know if it had to do with my comments why she probably didn't appreciate them. I mean, I didn't got any dislike on it, but still I just got no replies from her, and you know how much it felt like it hurt so much. Like sometimes it's been bothering. That's why I was trying to show as an example not to make the same mistakes like I have. I mean, I definitely did sort of lost it a little bit. Like, it was a hard time because how it felt like if you've been ignoring for so long, and sometimes you end up feeling like you've been completely rejected. I mean, that's exactly how it said with that guy with this Nick Nimmons video, YouTube and your mental health. And I definitely agree with him. You know, yes, YouTube creators can burn themselves out, especially feel rejected and definitely get angry because of that way. Because nobody would just want to listen. I mean, they don't really want to reply to you. They don't even want to give you anything just to show you. Either they think you're suck or like piece of shit. I hate to say that. I mean, if they think your videos are no good, or sometimes, or if they're like bored to death, I don't know. I mean, it happens. Oh, anyway, you know how much pain I used to feel from John Kazama, because I've been waiting. I don't know if she probably didn't appreciate, even though it wasn't meant to be an insult. This was what I replied to her from. For example, it's from the 200 subscriber stream. This is what I used to post originally. I mean, you can see in the videos, I mean, sometimes when I kind of recorded this with the Bandai cam, I kind of took pictures to show the examples what the zero comment kind of look like, especially when it says add public comment. I mean, here's a perfect example. See zero comments right there. news. But this is what I felt like, the only time people probably accept you, especially if they all go by their name, the only way to join in the part, kind of like the big lead, is to become the character. Like sometimes if you're sort of a standalone type person, I don't know, maybe they probably will tend to accept you. I mean, I show it in this video right here on the upcoming. This is just a small sneak peek just to show an example. So yeah, I definitely didn't got anything from. Well, imagine how worse it would have got if I tried to comment like on Jin Kazama or definitely Kazuo Mishima. He probably would be more like, yo, who the fuck are you? What are you? So yeah, this is a perfect example. Would you like to see my... See, that's what it feels like when you stick out like a sore thumb right here, for example, when you're just a separate person. And this is probably what it felt like too. She's just perfectly all silent right there because I'm just like a stranger. What the fuck? I'm sorry, but do I know you? Be aware, there's definitely gonna be some cutscene in this video, but the only thing that's gonna be censored is the F word. Just think of it like Hunker's Bad Fur Day. Like the word shit and ass and bastard and yeah, well, but the F word is definitely will just be like beep. So this is an example, like if you're not Jin Kazama, you see he's been accepted. And Kazuo Mishima, he definitely been. And Linux, that's what I mean, for every YouTuber, you gotta like become the characters. Like for example, if you have a YouTuber by the name Cloud Strife, as he has his own videos like all the Final Fantasies, and he's got all of his followers, for example, all the other characters like Tifa Lockhart, like Eris Gainsborough, or Eris, or Zack, or even Sephiroth. And sometimes if you appear like just a separate, I don't know, they might take you, or on the other hand they just forget. I mean, you don't end up earning like a love thing, and you don't end up having, they would just feel the same way just like she did too. What the I'm sorry, but do I know you? I mean, it happened right here. I mean, I did show it right here in the videos that I left my comment. And since I did put a like right there, but I decided to take it away just to restore it to the default, since she had only 11. I don't know if it's like I'm some kind of creep or something, or if I was like those type of scammers or bot or hacker, any of those unknown. So yeah, it kind of affected me so much, even that as I typed it. I mean, at least I didn't post it, it's just for her to see. I'm like, fine. But then of course I started having this darker, because seriously how pissed I was. I feel somewhat just like Kazuo, for example. I mean, how much it, I mean, don't you sometimes feel this way if you feel like you've been rejected because you've been ignored? I mean, nobody would just want to pay attention. I mean, same thing for anybody else. Maybe because you're not like part of the big leagues. And so that's how I invented this video which I call it my rejected video because I'm not really sure I want to sort of post it on YouTube, because I don't know, even John Kazama herself would be pissed, even for her friends too. I mean, everybody, her fans. So I mean, I could show you the preview of what it looks like. Now, before I might show you this video real fast, well, yeah, that's why I had this pictures of Jin Kazama right there from Tekken's Blood Vengeance. You know, sometimes he looks kind of bored, kind of unsatisfied. I mean, it's just like the regular way, and sometimes looking back, looking at other people's videos, start reading other people's comments. I mean, so yeah, old habit. Nothing just changes. Well, anyway, I don't know if you just want me, because this is me playing as Kazuo Mishima, getting my revenge upon everybody. Well, mostly on John Kazama herself. Because man, it was so bad. I just really wanted to show her a few of the videos. I mean, I know you people probably may not be interested because it was too long. So that's why I was trying to show as an example. Like this, another version of Kazuo Mishima. This is not to offend the actual, but this is just another YouTube user. There's another Kazuo Mishima, and he's definitely a more hard ass type of YouTuber that's definitely a real Tekken fan. I mean, he's got most of his videos of Tekken, even him playing as himself, you know, taking on all the other Tekkens, and he's got his own personal blogs, he's got his own followers. So this is what it's like if you try to fit in with the wrong crowd. Yeah. And stop popping up. Well, this is if I decide to post a comment, for example. Hey Kazuo, you're one badass motherfucker, man. I posted 2 videos of Tekken Star. You and John, you two are awesome. Of course he says nothing until I finally get a reply back. Pathetic. So yeah, it's still a working one. I mean, I'm just showing you a real good example. Hey, come on! I did play Tekken 1 and 2 at last. It does serve as something special, don't you think? Well, congratulations. Now piss off, Kazuo man. Yeah, this is a good example of when it gets real ugly, it gets really nasty. With the replies, you definitely get the worst kind of negative responses. What did you just call me? It's good that you don't understand Japanese well. What I called you was idiot face, shit face, just to be more thorough. And I got really pissed. Well, this is just only a what if I did decide to post a comment. Just what the hell is your damn problem? Oh, so you really want to know what my problem is? It's quite obvious. It's you who is my problem. Care to explain to me why I'm the problem? Certainly, I looked into your channel and saw most of your videos and they make me sick. Veep! It's sick. Real fucking sick. Also, you're annoying the living. And you're doing the same for John as well. Do you really expect me or her to come over there and give you mine or her's best opinion? Don't make me laugh. I would rather puke, downvote you, and have you removed. I mean, this is what it's like if you try to fit in with the real hardcore type of tech and YouTube users. This is not to the actual Kazuo Mishima because you probably heard. No, that you stay the hell away from John and me. I don't want to have any of your stupid comments on any of my videos. Like, neither does John. You don't deserve any of our respect, neither does everybody. Don't even think about adding any of us to your channel or we'll know and have you banished. Because that's definitely when I kind of get upset. I don't understand why am I considered as shit to you, John, Jen, or anybody. So this is exactly what it's going to be like. I mean, you won't be hearing my voices, but you'll see my typing, even though my grammar is kind of bad. It's a little bit bad. So yeah, there's going to be a little bit of... But I really wanted to show another example right here. I think this is probably why. I probably felt like I definitely got 0 comments on my, my Tekken's long play with Kazuo one, especially with Kazuo Mishima and John Kazama. Yes, we always saw your Tekken videos of me and John played by you, and it was downright shit-tastic. There are better videos on YouTube by the YouTubers themselves who know how to do me and John justice. Even the CPU does a better job than you. It was my first time playing the two. I want people to enjoy the feeling of these games. It's not meant to be perfect, just the way you or everybody else want it, asshole. Still, you didn't have to post it on YouTube or any other video website. It was too long for me, too long for John, and too long for everybody else. Do you really think people would even bother to waste their precious time to see every fail and screw-ups you make? You wasted my time, you wasted John, you wasted everybody's, especially yourself. It's less funny, more stupid and ridiculous. Is that how you want to spend the rest of your life? Along with others with all those shitty videos? Well, I have to admit, this is definitely the worst kind of YouTuber ever. I don't know if you probably would want to make friends with him. But I was just showing it, and this is probably what makes me sad too, even when I posted my comments right here. Exactly. It's not so bad if you just hit the like. It's better to hit the like than just to try to make yourself appear. Or or if you hit a dislike. Well, I know it's supposed to have music in it. I mean, you'll probably be familiar with this kind of music that's been played on a few YouTube tutorial videos. I'm sure you're all familiar with this song. I did enjoy the one by Gameplay Boy. I mean, at least he was nice to let me use part of his animation to represent how every time. Like, how long are you waiting for the responses? Or are you waiting for the videos? I mean, you'll probably be seeing this like 2 or 3 times as I'm just explaining about it. I don't want everybody to make the same mistakes like I have. Like, I've probably been appearing too much, like I've been sort of spamming my comments. So that's why I'm just thinking, just leaving only just a few comments and just decide to hit a like on it. If I, just don't bother to try to post a comment, and then you don't have to worry about getting any responses. Hang on, it needs. So yeah, John's kind of looking a little bit irritated. I mean, sometimes he's kind of alright, as he's just constantly just waiting like they just stayed there. So that's what this entire video is going to be, like how many views, even when you're stuck with no likes or dislikes, even nobody else would even bother to state their opinion. And sometimes it's very kind of depressing sometimes. It's like, why am I bothered? What's the point of it? If you just can't even learn to make something, or sometimes people just don't enjoy yourself, or you don't even enjoy them. Well, sometimes it's not really that easy. It's very hard when you're trying to put together in the videos. Like, for example, my John Kazama videos. Like, for example, the making of the YouTube videos. How long it take to break it apart because it's not full. How you make it together. Because sometimes it takes a lot of planning sometimes. And you sort of trying to put them in order. So that's another reason why I'm sort of taking longer, if you're probably expecting for me to release this video. Because man, it took me a lot of times to try to film it. I mean, I had to sort of just capture it like on camera. Well, this is another example, like I sort of made an ass out of myself when I did finally put my comment in you know, an official Saku. You know, that I kind of over exaggerate. Like, I sort of made it too dramatic. Like, it made no sense. So that's another example. I mean, this part isn't so bad. Damn, you're pretty good with Kazuha. It's hard to memorize his move list. Is it? Is it hard to memorize his move? Well, that's what I put it. It's hilariously bad, but it's still enjoyable. And he's like, oh, okay. See, that's the reason I don't know if he probably would be interested to watch them. Well, thanks, I deleted that play because I thought I was being a pain. Well, originally I was going to say, you know, I deleted that reply because I thought I was being a pain in the ass. Like I was annoying you. So that's the reason I decided to remove my comments, because I thought it didn't make any sense, or sometimes it made me sort of sprout. So you know, it makes me utter some nonsense. Like I felt like I was barking up the wrong tree, definitely getting the wrong idea. And sometimes they just might look at me all funny and just, okay, maybe. And you know, they would just ignore you because, you know, you're just not that well wise. You know, it makes you feel like you're kind of an idiot. I mean, yeah, it's kind of hard when you try to socialize with us. It's just like how it is when you're in person, when you just go ahead, sit down by a group here with a group of guys, or a group of guys and girls, and you try to present. Okay, thank you for it. I mean, because I never even had much friends. Well, of course, the same thing as Daddy Barrett Gaming. I had so-called friends were just basically just users. I mean, they just used me that time I invited them just for my part, just to go to Funland. I mean, they probably didn't even want to bother to stick around. I mean, it sucked. Because deep down, how much socially awkward what I was. Well, I'm not going to... I mean, there are some people too that have Asperger's. I mean, I'm sometimes the one that have Asperger's too, which is sometimes I'm trying to speak as how much I really want to fit in with the norm. Sometimes, but yeah, just really wanted to sort of make some real friends. And sometimes I've been so interested with some the fictional characters. For example, Ghost in the Shell, not going to show. I mean, that's what I replied in that. See, now I finally got the dislike on that one. Yeah, thanks a lot, you asshole. I know everybody's not really that patient. I mean, I'm not even patient. But sometimes that's the reason I feel like I'm sort of holding back, because thinking about the critics sometimes. You know, either you probably might like it or hate it, and just wouldn't even bother. I mean, I won't get any more comments from anybody. Well, I mean, that's just fine. I mean, not everybody's going to have comments. Sometimes they have blank either, and it's okay. All the other YouTubers are just fine. Just give them a thumbs up to show how content they are. Yeah, that's... You saw it. Oh, my internet's acting a little bit goofy. know, like sometimes appearing all self-centered sometimes. I like this guy's quote. It makes perfect sense, but that's another example. Try not to relate yourself to, like what this guy's talking about, Balto right here, and goes in the show. Who feels very alone in the world without someone who shares his unique circumstances. And here, I'm not going to reply. You know what? I feel the same way as Balto. Because what about everybody else? Because you're kind of like referring more about you. I mean, you think people would probably expect that? Who longs for companionship of what normal human experience, especially like the Major was the closest friend probably he could ever have. I mean, I kinda even felt sorry for this guy, the one of the symbiotes. Even though he kinda automatically subscribed to me, but I mean, I'm not ashamed of it, but it's sad I didn't see him post that comment, so that's why I did went by to his and finally gave him a like and finally subscribed to him. Yeah. Because he didn't have any comments. I mean, that's exactly what's. That's exactly what I used to mean. I mean, I really wanted to post more videos on different, but I just don't want just to keep on focusing on just Street Fighter. I mean, it's nice. Yeah, I wish I could spread more videos like jam on a piece of bread. I mean, you know, keep making more videos. And same thing, posting comments. But then if I keep posting comments like each the videos and some other people tend to find them, maybe it would have been better just to sort of just leave it alone and just hit a like or a dislike. And just wouldn't bother. Or if you just dislike, just probably go ahead, just post your comment to explain why you probably don't like this person's video and just try to tell somebody. I mean, that probably makes sense. I don't. Yep. I need to get a full version of this thing so it doesn't have the watermark and it doesn't have that stupid 10 minutes kind of limitation. Damn you, Bandai Cam. Yeah, exactly. Because this is how I always do it every time. I keep looking back. You know, it's slow. I don't know if you probably didn't like my description, or you probably didn't like how long the video was. and you guys are bored, but sometimes the video has its meaning. Sometimes, like, this is exactly how it is in life. Just like in real life, no matter how hard you try, same thing as being a YouTuber. You know, it can be quite challenging sometimes. And sometimes when you end up being... Sometimes when you gotta deal with critics, sometimes the same thing with real life too. How life kinda gets you sometimes, it makes you defeated. So yeah, every video game has a meaning. I mean, this is an example. I mean, sure, it's just a video game, but if you can look at like what it symbolizes, same thing in movies too. Even video games have. That's why I'm so happy about the other videos like I posted. I'm sure you would be happy with the videos that you posted. That's why I'm so happy. Just like it says, it's amateur. But it's a reason, it makes it more realistic, because in real life, not everybody can be better or the best. Or why would anybody be perfect exactly like undefeatable, or, you know, like flawless? I mean, that's the same thing too. I mean, there's no point of what makes it a challenge if you don't even have to accept taking damages. I mean, sometimes it's just like in real life too, like no matter how hard you try to get a job, yeah, they probably will accept or reject, but the point is you don't give up. You keep trying and trying until you finally made it through. That's just like how it is in the video games. You just gotta keep on trying and trying, no matter how much effort, no matter when you gotta deal with the worst from the critics, for example, like these challengers or like the critics. And, you know, you finally would become a success. You don't have to feel, you know, it's better to keep on trying. That's why I'm so happy about videos like this. Oh. No matter how life gets you down sometimes, you just gotta keep on pushing till you finally, and sometimes you will be considered with the dislikes when you're getting punched or getting kicked. I mean, I'm so happy I made these type of videos for people to enjoy, and sometimes when you make your own videos, so people like, you know, everybody beside me enjoy it or sometimes don't enjoy it. But yeah, just keep on trying. Especially, I'm so happy about this video too. This junk. Now it's not exactly like the best like everybody else's that made their John Kazama videos, but this one's very worth it. Because it's not. That's why I'm so proud of these videos that I made, and you should be proud of the videos that you make too, no matter how it is and how tough it is. Everybody else's. So yeah, so I could sort of relate, well, I mean everybody else, sometimes when I tend to go ahead just rewatch my videos that I posted online, but sometimes I tend to watch the videos online too. Like this one, that I probably will post it way after though.
Are you ready? Fight!
Well, that's only part of the spoiler for the special edition. If I'm done with the original edition, which this one is definitely was inspired of Tekken's 2 with John Kazama versus Kazuo Mishima. Anyways. Well, this is just an example. That sometimes you'll probably be missing out, like, no matter how hard. But sometimes in a way you can easily overcome the effort, and sometimes how you could be a success. So whether or not if you like it or not, it doesn't matter, I mean. So that's it. So that's it for today, so just remember to comment and don't forget to subscribe, especially I remember the other best advice and to be a better YouTuber is just don't try to keep going. Do exactly the same thing like I've been doing, trying to go, you know, keep logging out and then next thing logging back in. And next thing just try to check up on something. Keep checking up on things, waiting for any replies. Or I just want to say thank you for watching. Take wherever you guys are. You guys are awesome, so let's stay cool. Alright, later.